It does rapidly decompose any organic material it comes in contact with,
So it's acidic.
reducing the matter into a slightly viscous black liquid.
As you can just about imagine, in South Louisiana, I have my fair share of exposure to the swamp. Hunting, fishing, all in all, just enjoying nature. We've done a ton of camping too. Typically, in hunting season, which mostly what I did was duck hunting because I thought it was a thrill. There's a lot of prep work to do before daylight. You can't really shoot until there's daylight or until a certain time where daylight is declared. But you go out and you set up for ducks to come. Typically what we did was we put things in a pond that resembled ducks. They're called decoys or duck decoys. And we got in a blind, which is literally a box disguised as nature, like natural, with leaves and stuff like that, to fool the ducks into thinking that there aren't humans there, but there's actually ducks feeding in the pond in front of us. They fly overhead, they see the decoys, they land in the pothole, and we shoot. We take home ducks and we enjoy a good dinner. That's typically how the hunt goes. Now, I have never had anything unrealistic that I've seen in the woods. Out of all the crazy stuff that I've ever reacted to, about all the horror stories that I've ever heard, there is nothing personal that ever happened to me in the woods that scared me about them. Although, there are a ton of tales and stories and folklore about all kind of stuff in Cajun heritage, like the Rougarous and you name it, okay? Every culture has their urban myths and stuff like that, but there's been an exceptional amount of stories told about the forest or the swamps. And apparently there's a swamp woman SCP-811 that we're gonna react to today by SCP Animated Tales from the Foundation. Make sure to head on over to their channel, guys, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, and if you like reaction videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel as well. Let's get into this SCP. Man, they got hazmat suits on? Swamp's not that dangerous.
Command, this is Theta 4 checking in. Still no visual on the anomaly.
Okay,
Any luck with the UAV?
That's a negative Theta 4. We're blind with all this fog, and thermal is a no-go due to the nature of 811's biology. Proceed with caution.
Thermal is not going to work because her biology, I guess it's cold-blooded, maybe? Second of all, UAV is something that I've heard it used in the Call of Duty games. You can launch an UAV, it flies overhead, and it can pinpoint the location of the enemies on the map. So I guess it can't see with the thick fog, which out there, y'all, the fog is thick. You gotta understand, if you've never been, I can tell you, when I used to go duck hunting, when you're going into the lake at that time in the morning, sometimes in the swamp, the fog is so thick when you wave your hand, it moves. The visibility is very, very low, and it can play tricks on you too, because you'll see something in the water that looks like an alligator and it's really a log, or vice versa if you're not careful.
Roger that. Randall, O'Malley, you heard the man. Roll out.
Hey, Cap, not to question orders or anything, but...
Here we go.
Question order.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, if we didn't see the tree hugger already, we aren't going to now. We could have already passed her with all this fog. The man picked one hell of a night to send us headhunting.
We followed the Peatland north for another 12 miles before rendezvousing with Bravo team, so quit your moaning. We have a long march ahead of us.
How do we even get put on this op? Doesn't this seem like more of a job for Beta 7? The hazmatters, or whatever they call themselves now?
I just follow orders. Best you do the same.
What's wrong, Randall? Would you rather be picking flowers someplace else?
Haha, very funny.
Now you complain about a group of guys like that, you'll definitely get some
Quit the chatter.
fish for it.
Do you hear that?
Hear
They
what?
hissing. It's
Just
hissing.
quiet.
Ooh, spooky.
Damn.
Ow!
Forget it.
Hazmat?
Let's get moving.
Okay, how thick is a hazmat suit? Aren't they kind of durable? A little old twig poke through it? I gotta say, man, that's kind of dangerous in itself. You got a lot of bad stuff out there in the swamp that could really make your wounds fester. They said they're pretty remote, so he's got 12 miles before they get to a rendezvous point. That's enough time to cause him some agony, man.
You all right there, Randall?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
All right,
bleeding
all
now,
right.
too.
Walk it off, champ.
I wonder if that has anything to do with what attracts her.
Okay, Cap. I heard it this time.
Spread out. And remember, only use hostile force as a last resort. We want to take her in alive.
Okay. Oh, she's fast. Is she a vampire?
Command, we've got movement.
Blood.
Copy Theta 4.
Speed.
Charlie team is closing in on your position. ETA 20 minutes. Hang tight.
20 minutes. There she is. Hey, girl.
Huh?
How you doing? Freaking out.
Oh!
Oh! Oh!
Oh, God! It hurts! Oh!
Randall!
Direct hit on the wound. Oh, she's taking it. Bye.
Randall!
My boy got abducted. So look, there's some country girls around here that can put a wad of chewing tobacco in their mouth and spit like 15 feet into a spittoon. Deadly accuracy. Maybe old girl is a country girl that just turned Swamp Thing or something. Y'all think I'm playing? Or are these girls that spit around here? We got some country bumpkins around here. They could do some wondrous things with dip spit. Oh, they caught her.
Fascinating,
Dr.
isn't
Buck.
it?
If by fascinating you mean a complete and utter waste of Foundation resources, then
Wow.
yes.
Critical as
Fascinating.
ever.
A waste? Whatever would make you think that?
Oh, besides the daily hair salon service, platinum dental plan, and request for a pet turtle fitted with a hazmat suit.
What?
Huh. Mind you, the latter request was denied. But regardless, all of these sanctions are necessary in the name of research, Dr. Buck.
Okay.
This creature is responsible for an MTF agent's death. While I
Right.
am no stranger to casualties, I just don't see why we should pamper it.
Definitely not.
I, for one, think to truly understand the anatomical nature of the creature, we should...
Enough!
Dissect this.
SCP-811 is a live test subject, and will remain so until deemed otherwise by the overseers.
Fair enough, Tim. I meant no offense.
Oh.
Right, well, good.
Wait. The way, okay, so I'm sensing two things here. Dr. Buck a little jealous of the attention that this thing is getting. Now, don't get me wrong. She's pretty cutthroat when it comes down to science and experiment and getting results and stuff like that from their resources. But she seemed to have a little bit of hint of jealousy when she was complaining about how the creature gets treated. On the other hand, Tim, he softened up a lot when he felt like he was being defensive the way she reacted. Does Tim have a little crush on the little Swamp Thing?
So, what have we learned of the subject thus far?
Well, what's truly interesting about 811 is its strange physiology.
All right.
Its skin has slight abrasive properties, and is a mottled green color that serves to camouflage it among the reeds in its natural habitat.
Right.
Its sweat has been observed to act as a mild skin irritant. It has extremely oily black hair that has proven to be resistant to cleaning with conventional shampoos. Thus why we have its daily hair salon treatment, as you kindly mentioned.
Doesn't sound like a good thing.
And what about its defense mechanism? The cause for Agent Randall's demise?
Oh, the spit.
If you're referring to the mucus, we are still trying to uncover more regarding that.
Mucus.
The palmoplantar surfaces of SCP-811's skin constantly secretes a clear, green-tinted mucus with
Alright.
minor adhesive properties. While this mucus does not appear to have any effect on SCP-811's own tissue, it does rapidly decompose any organic material it comes in contact with,
So it's acidic.
reducing the matter into a slightly viscous black liquid. It will then absorb said liquid through its skin and directly into its circulatory system.
Oh, God. So this mucus or spit kind of makes whatever it touches into a jelly that can be absorbed through SCP-811 skin? That's wild, dude.
Lovely.
Ugh.
With its limited understanding of English, it requested to be addressed as A. It has shockingly human characteristics. Mind you, not the type of lady you bring home to meet the parents around the holidays.
Right, right.
Sounds like you have your research cut out for you. Ready to go inside and say hello then?
So it can talk.
Yes, I'm just waiting on Gustav to come back with his findings.
All right.
Sorry I'm late. I picked up the radiology reports from Area 12 and was examining the anomaly's internal structure when, well, I suppose I just lost track of time.
And? What were the results?
He's such a geek. I love him.
Well, the, reports were inconclusive.
Oh.
Of course. Well, I suppose in that case, we better go speak to the subject and bring its lunch while we're at it.
Right,
Lunch?
sir. Absolutely.
Best of luck, gentlemen.
What's it gonna eat? Dr. Buck doesn't look thrilled. Okay, the in-house mats. Oh, frog!
A.
Doctor?
Questions.
She's hungry. She's looking at that frog. She's starving, poor baby. Feed her. Let her have it. Look at Gustav's eyes! Yo, look. Gustav was like, what? I mean, you can hear from the sound that she pretty much devoured this thing. But honestly, it probably would sound something like that, maybe just a little bit more tame, at a Cajun dinner table. We eat, if you don't know by now, Cajuns eat some things that are kind of looked at kind of weird in society. We eat frogs, specifically frog legs. They're a delicacy in South Louisiana. Fried frog legs, let me tell you something. If you're not a vegetarian and you're open-minded, you have to try them, guys. If there's anything that I can compare them to, it's kind of like chicken. But, I mean, a lot of people would say, like, why don't you just eat chicken? They're better than chicken. They're different than chicken, okay? Trust me. They're kind of seafoody, but chickeny all at the same time. If you ever get to South Louisiana, you have to try fried frog legs, man. They're awesome. I love them.
Doctor, want questions?
Yeah, Doctor, one question.
Yes.
Right. What is the earliest thing you can remember?
How we is here?
What?
I don't understand.
Early thing. Things before.
Before box.
Before
box.
Before box.
What box? Oh, the fact that she's in the box.
Most before.
Yes.
Big man, tall.
Big tall
Oh,
man.
small. Very smaller than man. Was like man.
What was like him?
This. Not like I. Like man. Like people.
Your skin.
Skin. Skin.
All right, so was she saying that there was another man that had skin like hers? So she wasn't the first. I'm not quite getting it yet.
Wait, you mean you had skin like ours?
It appears so.
Oh,
A. What after?
she has skin like theirs.
Pain.
Pain? Red.
Very hungry.
Scales?
Old man. Skin.
Ugh.
Like this.
Ah! She ate the man. She grew scales and ate the man? Gustav does not look like he's handling this very well.
Do not throw up in that soup, Gustav.
Too late.
Gustav.
That's it. Oh, Gustav couldn't take it, man. The way it sounded is like it's a typical story. It's like the Rougarou. In Cajun country, we have these monsters. You know, they call them Rougarous. They're many different shapes and sizes and forms. This is probably not it, but it kind of reminds me of it. I've never seen anything in the swamp. I have no fear about the woods and stuff like that. I've spent a ton of time camping and all of this stuff, so none of that ever scared me. Real life stuff scares me more than anything. You know, the thought of, you know, intruders and home invasions and things like that. That's what gets me deep down and scared. The swamp, not really. Although it can be a very scary place in the swamp at night. I'm surely not scared of any monsters like that, but it's still a very, very cool SCP. SCP animated, guys. Awesome animation. Make sure to go over to him and subscribe to him. And there's a couple other videos that I reacted to from them here. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.